We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Monarchs. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway here in London. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Monarchs 7, Colts nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And look at this. Big gain, but fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to him on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
30-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time, and now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. leadership. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Number 13.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it will result in a fresh set of downs. Welcome back now here in London.
30.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 50 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You get it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I can't get my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense and forcing a third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Another carry for
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Down at the 26.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us. And
he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The try here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Monarchs 37, Colts 10. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, once again, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Davius White on the coverage.
He's got Jack Doyle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?